Greetings, sports fans nationwide. You have entered the Sports Opinion Log here on Lex Anderson World. And in this video, we got a two-sport episode. You could call me Bo Anderson, but preferably Lex Anderson, actually. You know, just a week or so ago, I was watching TV with my girl, Desi Robin 23, and there was a commercial about that 24 sports drink Fernando Tatis Jr. was in. And I said to her, you know what, that young man is going to be the future of Major League Baseball. He's young. He hits for power with the home run ball. So we actually went to YouTube, pulled up some home runs. The young man plays with fire. He plays with passion. He hits game-tying or game-winning home runs. And when the bright lights are activated and the national stage is set, he delivers. And for that, he has been rewarded at 22 years old with a 14-year, $340 million contract by the San Diego Padres. Woo! Hot damn! Hot damn. So between Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado, the cornerstones, $300+ million player. And what I really like about this signing, which usually I'm not for big-time signings, especially since MLB and the owners are always crying about the pandemic and how it's wrecking havoc with them financially. It can't be that bad for the San Diego Padres to bless that young man with a 14-year, $340 million contract. But what I like about it is that I actually like Fernando Tatis Jr. I like his flair. I like his posterity. His vibe, as they would say. His vibe is pretty awesome. And he is exactly what Major League Baseball needs to bring the casual fan in to take a look to see what's going on. Because you see, sports fans nationwide, Mike Trout was never really up to the task. Mike Trout, for all his Mickey Mantle stats and all the history he's setting and making, no one cares about Mike Trout. No one really knows who Mike Trout is outside of the team he plays for. His Q rating is pretty much abysmal. He's practically non-existent. But Fernando Tatis Jr., oh, that's lightning in a bottle right there. That young man, well, whenever the coronavirus pandemic is over and lifted and society could get back to some type of normalcy, he will put fans in the stands, in the seats. And ultimately, that's what it's about. So congratulations, Fernando. I look forward to many years seeing you excel at the game you love so much. Now, of course, like I promised, Bo Anderson, really Lex Anderson, two sports. Also, breaking news earlier today, Carson Wentz traded by the Eagles to the Colts. So let me give a swing and talk about this thing right quick. So, of course, it was breaking news earlier today. The Philadelphia Eagles have traded Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts for a 2021 third-round draft pick and a conditional 2022 second-round pick that could turn into a first-round pick. So basically, sports fans nationwide, what that means is that the Philadelphia Eagles gave up Carson Wentz for pretty much 2 bags of potato chips, preferably Ruffles, sour cream, and onion potato chips. But of course here, Sports Opinion Log, Lex Anderson World, like I said, I, master of the shovel pass, the prophet, I decreed when Nick Foles and the Eagles beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots to bring the Philadelphia Eagles franchise their first ever Super Bowl, I said to the sports fans nationwide, the writing was on the wall. Wentz's time with Philadelphia is over. And it took some time, but it finally has happened. And today is that day. I'm cashing in my chips as the prophet did decree that Carson Wentz, one, would never be able to get and lead the Eagles to a Super Bowl, let alone win it. But his career has fallen through the wayside because he is injury prone. He's a bad teammate, as revealed by anonymous players and former players who chose to speak out on how much they couldn't stand playing with Carson Wentz, who is a dud. Notice how the Eagles had rallied around Nick Foles when Wentz was practically destroying their season. Notice how the Eagles rallied around Jalen Hurts. And why did they rally around Jalen Hurts? Because Carson Wentz was playing horribly. And the coach was fed up. The team was fed up. Wentz to the Colts. I think it's going to be a big mistake. I know it'll be a big mistake. As a matter of fact, it's going to be so big a mistake, I would have preferred if the Colts had tried to talk Phillip Rivers from not retiring and brought him back on another one-year deal. And with that being said, I, the prophet, have brought the shovel to bury Carson Wentz's tenure with the Philadelphia Eagles, which, like I had said, wouldn't be successful. And that's it. And I'm also going to place an early burial for his career, which is going to be DOA when he arrives for the Indianapolis Colts. The Eagles aren't exactly exempt from the failings of Carson Wentz, and I'm going to tell you why. The Eagles never really gave him a good ground running game. The defense, here or there, hit or miss. There were some good options on offense. Alshon Jeffrey. Who else did they have? Well, he's the only one that really comes to mind, unfortunately. They did have a good tight end. But again, lack of a real running game. And if you really think about the Philadelphia Eagles, I can't even recall the last time they even had a good running back. You know who most of their good running backs are? Quarterbacks. Donovan McNabb, anybody? Throwback Thursday! Holla, Throwback Thursday, Sports Opinion Log, Lex Anderson World. But anyway, I digress. I thank you, sports fans, for your time. Carson Wentz, he's out of here. The Prophet, I've cashed in my chips. And as of this video, I'm also signing out.